see myself converting over to these.
It's like a grown-up fly-like trike, isn't it?
The aircraft does all the flying, so you're just enjoying the views.
Let us know in the comments if you want to see Jeff fly in a flex wing, 'cause I think it's going to be...
We're on our way to holidays now.
They've gone the wrong way to holiday. Right, so hi everyone and welcome to the channel, and here we are at POPHAM. Now you don't normally see me do the intro at this point, and today I managed to get here relatively late in the day on a Friday, but the weather is glorious, the winds are light, everyone's been flying in, there's already aircraft in the parking lot for the arrival aircraft. People are pitching tents, and there are aircraft everywhere on the trade stands at the moment, and hopefully throughout the weekend, sorry for the sun on the lens, hopefully throughout the weekend we will get to interview more of the regular faces, and some new faces are here, and I think I can just get in the back, one for you, Simon and Ed, the little silver single-seat deregulated Hmel in the background. So hopefully lots to give you on this channel and lots to give you from the report of POPHAM, and hopefully I'll get this out as quickly as possible post-event. So join you tomorrow bright and early for more adventures from POPHAM 2025. See you on the other side. Aircraft that's here at POPHAM, and we've got Stuart here from TAC. You are one of the instructors,
one of the demo
pilots, and you do you did the conversion training?
We did the conversion training.
Right, okay then. So if you haven't seen the Shark or how it performs, there'll be a link up here to Terry Kent's video, because you flew Terry, didn't you?
I did fly Terry,
yeah,
yes.
So Terry, you get a shout out already. His video will be up here in the corner. That will give you all the flying side of it. But as you can see behind this, it's a lovely piece of composite aircraft, isn't it?
Beautiful aircraft, yeah.
What makes this so unique? There are many microlights in it, but what sets this out from all the others?
So this aircraft is a full composite aircraft. It's all carbon fibre and Kevlar. The only pieces of Hmel on it really are the undercarriage legs.
Okay.
It's got retractable undercarriage, which is...
And as we're talking, the other one's just landing in the corner.
Landing there, yeah.
So.
It's a complex aircraft, so it's got retractable undercarriage, which is unusual for a microlight.
Yeah.
A variable pitch prop.
Yeah, wobbly prop.
So a wobbly prop on it.
Yeah.
It's still currently the fastest microlight in the UK.
Okay.
150 knots cruise speed.
Wow. Okay.
So it's all such a beautiful aircraft, and it flies just like a jet fighter.
Yeah. What is this aircraft aimed at? Who is it aimed at?
So it's aimed for a touring pilot. So if you'd like to tour with a range of 1,800 nautical miles on 150 litre tanks, you've got 8.5 hours endurance.
And most people's bladder's going to give out before then?
I would say so. Mine does, certainly.
Fair enough. Is it comfortable to fly then?
Very, very comfortable. The seat is all specially designed by the company who makes the Shark themselves. Yeah. And it's designed for long haul.
Yeah. And maintenance-wise, is it something that can be easily maintained, or is it something that's going to need a bit more?
Well, it's a standard Rotax 912 ULS 100 horsepower engine in front. So basic maintenance on that, very simple. Most microlights have it.
I noticed you stood by the exhaust.
So yeah,
it's a little bit chilly here today.
As for the airframe, because it's all composite, there isn't really much to inspect. There's little sight windows which are in the wingtips, so you can see where the bell cranks are for the ailerons. Yeah. But apart from that, it's just a good look over.
Brilliant. Okay. Many sales?
We've had 7 sales in the last 12 months.
Wow.
So we'll be.
So there are people buying them then?
Yep.
They've got bigger bank balances than I have.
They certainly do. Yeah. The first one is en route the end of this month.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay then, and they'll all get that conversion package.
So they'll all get the conversion package. There's a 6-hour mandatory conversion to fly this aircraft. Yeah.
And I bet they all land with a stupid grin afterwards.
Yes, they do.
Even those that can't afford to buy one.
I've never had someone get out of the cockpit with a smile, without smiling. So.
Okay. But as I said, if you haven't seen Terry's video, it'll be up here in the corner, and that'll give you all the flying side of it. I just wanted to get with the pilots here and see the aircraft up in person. So hopefully that's given you a flavour of what the Shark's all about. And Stuart, thank you very much for your time.
No worries. Thank you.
Cheers. Take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.
So this is a bit I never really show, but I've always been amused as just to how many auto gyros. So I'm just going to spin around while I'm actually talking, and there's loads and loads of auto gyros, and they always keep them down this end. I don't know why they keep them down this end of POPHAM, but I'm going to get out of the way before I get run over by Mike. Auto gyros does definitely have a big following, and then we have GX Ball, that is based at Plaistows with us a minute, and that's for the Britannia guys, so a big shout out to you guys, and it's really good to see that aircraft here. Those that know, I use a Microavionics headset. I've got 4 of Eddie's headsets now, and there will be future content coming out when I finally get my 303 integrated headset. If you don't know what a 303 headset is, there'll be a link up here to a previous chat with this good gentleman. Eddie, he's back here. When was the last time you were here in terms of a stall? Years ago?
About 5 years.
About 5 years ago, so he's finally back at Popham. Yeah. You haven't brought everything today. There's so much on the table here, if you can see it behind me. We were chatting yesterday before on your way down that you said actually you're not bringing that much because you've got so many options for helmets and the whole plethora, you just can't bring it all, can you?
Yeah, with the integral helmet now we've got about 8 different types of electronics, 3 different colours, white, black, carbon, 4 sizes.
Carbon's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. So we just can't bring everything, there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a full selection here, so I can tell you a bit about it.
Yeah, so what have you got?
Well, 2 tables of stuff. We've got, so this product here is the latest one here. You'll see no headbands, so this is the electronics that goes in an integral helmet.
Right.
Bluetooth and ANR, and a plug that can go onto your Flycom helmet. So we've done this because we make a helmet that will work with Flycom systems, but obviously some people like the Flycom helmet, want to keep it.
Yeah.
But
it can be upgraded to Microavionics internals.
Yeah, they could use our electronics with our active noise and Bluetooth controller, which you can't get with a Flycom helmet.
Right.
Unless you buy this.
So you've done a step up from what was before.
So that's an upgrade for people who've got a Flycom helmet, but also you can buy the helmet from us with the electronics in. So depends what you want. We've got here integral helmet, Bluetooth and ANR controller with GA plugs.
Right.
So some more sort of European, but some of the UK aircraft and some gyros have GA sockets, so that will work for the gyros in the UK and some of the European clients. We've got a totally redesigned GA202, again same ANR and Bluetooth controller. We've done a lot of work on ANR, so the ANR,
which is in a previous video, so
but
I will leave that link up here as well.
And again, you've seen this in the previous videos, but this is the new Aero 300, very lightweight headset, clamping force, very light. Brilliant performance with ANR again.
And as you were saying, this is just tip of the iceberg of what the availability is. I mean, you've shown me all the Flycom, the GA twin pin, any combination of plug that you need, you can sort out and arrange.
We can have a look at the other table. If you're flying your SSDR or your sub 70, you're probably going to want something like this, PM100 with Bluetooth, Icaro helmet. This is not new, this is an existing model but very popular. This is the new UL303. The electronics for this are also available in the integral helmet next to me. ANR, again, totally redesigned ANR, a lot more performance. Still got your Vox like you had on the previous model. Little hidden switch in here for pulling 3 different noise filters in. Great headset. And again, it's available in the integral helmet as well.
Cool.
That's all we've got here. That's all we've got here. There is more. This is the main products for the Popham show.
Right, okay. Eddie, thank you very much for your time, and I'm sure there'll be more future content from Microavionics.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time. So a bit more about the heavier end, dare I say the heavy end. We've got the Savannah here. I haven't been able to find anyone to talk to at the moment, or they are grossly engaged with other customers. But as you can see, there is the off airfield type flying with the big tyres, big gnarly tyres. I know the Sky Ranger is using those as well. But there's a massive range of higher performance aircraft here at the POPHAM show, and I say I'll give you some B-roll on the screen just to show you what's going on. But again, this channel's more about the lighter end, but I say there is information here about the heavier end, and hopefully that will give you a flavour of what is also here today. So hopefully you enjoy this part of the video. So everyone, we're on to Sky Leader now, so one of the other aircraft that's here, and we've got Ashok behind us, who was here last year, weren't you, I believe?
Yes, yeah, I was here last year.
And there's been lots of information about the Sky Leader aircraft. We've got the Sky Leader 400, there's 2 of them here this year. This one, and that's a customer's aircraft behind in the lovely black and red.
Yeah.
Does look very striking, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So Ashok, where is Sky Leader from last year to this year? Where have you moved on to as in sales and promotion of the aircraft?
Yes, so Sky Leader last year we had 1 aircraft here, the 600.
Right.
So this year we got the 2 400s. Both have now received their permits.
Right.
So that's been the big change. So
I noticed you were chatting with the BMA technical team. Have they been really helpful?
Yes, they have been helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went through the whole approval process to B-Car Section S, and the type approval's done, and the first 2 aircraft are already on permit. We've got a 3rd one coming next month, and that's got a slightly different option, an upgraded prop, a variable pitch prop.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have 3 aircraft by next month in the UK, and more to come here.
How many sales have you had in the last 12 months?
So we've sold 3 aircraft in total, and the first 600 is also in production now.
Right.
That's coming again by June.
Yeah. Is that still on waiting for approval, or is
That still has to go through the approval, so we expect about September to October for the approval on the 600.
right? Okay. Are many people going for the autopilot option? It kind of feels like we're getting away from microlighting when you start adding autopilots, in my view.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's more of I would say this is more of a touring aircraft for really long touring. I took this aircraft myself to Prague last year and back, and it was a lovely journey. I mean, it took 6.5 hours, but the aircraft does all the flying, so you're just enjoying the views, and
Self-loading baggage.
Yeah.
Anyway. No, Ashok, that's brilliant. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you get more sales this year.
Yep. Thank you.
All right,
Thanks.
Take care. It's another aircraft. This is the Alto, and we've got Rob Grimwood and Paul Dewhurst. I'm going to have to raise the camera up because they're a lot taller than me. So the Alto, what made you want to join forces and bring? Because it's a joint venture, isn't it, between Exodus and Flylight?
It is.
What made you want to actually get involved with this aircraft? What makes it different, and why did you want to bring it into the UK?
I guess the Alto NG is their latest version to meet the 600 kilo definition. So it got Czech and German approval late last year, didn't it?
I think it's about 2 years ago, actually. Yeah.
And they were they wanted to expand the market into the UK, so wanted a UK dealer. Paul does a lot of work with EMF, European Microlight Federation, and it was Jan Friedrich that has one that knew Paul. So the company approached Paul and said, we're after a UK dealer, and Paul said, did we want to go in it together as a joint venture? Because neither of us have a huge amount of time, so just doing it.
I guess what's kind of happened is that we've ended up working quite closely together, because after we got the CA approval at Flylight, Rob and John came along with the Delta Jet, which we've collaborated with and tucked under our approval. So we work very well and closely together on that, and it seemed to make sense on this to do it as a joint venture, because we can share the costs, share the work in doing it, and also kind of we're well set up to kind of jointly market it and have a little bit more presence and be able to offer a better all-round service, really.
Now, I know you both went over to the factory and you were both really impressed with how it was set out. How did you find it flying-wise when you first got to test fly it, Rob?
We both thoroughly enjoyed it. To address some of your earlier points there, we went over to the factory. We'd just seen pictures of it, so it was very much we didn't quite understand what to expect. We were both really impressed with the setup at the factory. It's exactly how you'd want an aircraft factory to be in this day and age. All the guys in the factory are young, keen guys, so that filled us with confidence. We loved the aeroplane when we saw it, and we were really impressed when we flew it. It flies really, really nicely.
Now, you're both Eurostar. You've both flown the Eurostar and taught on the Eurostar. What is different about this aircraft from the Eurostar?
Well, part of the attraction really is that it's very Eurostar familiar. I've been running Eurostars since I don't know, about 20 years, I guess, and we really loved our Eurostars. They've obviously got a really good following in the UK. There's 200 or so there, and this really represents an updated Eurostar. It's not radical in terms of being all carbon fibre and whizzy and costing millions of pounds, but it's taken advantage of the fact we've now got a 600 kilo weight limit just to do things that will enhance what the Eurostar was about. We've got an aileron trim as standard, we've got much bigger fuel tanks, more baggage capability, a little bit more room in the cockpit, and nice little features that just update the aeroplane. But the handling remains nice and friendly. The performance is just enhanced in a few small areas, and we've got the 100 horsepower engine as standard. So we felt it really had a good slot in the UK market.
It comes in two versions, doesn't it? You can either buy it as it sits here, gorgeous, and I'll put some screenshots on the video now. But does it cut so you can buy it like this? And
so actually, it comes in three versions almost. Yep. So you get the complete ready to fly, as you see here. So you order your aircraft, whatever colours, etc., or instrument options you want, and then it'll get built in the Czech Republic, and then it will get delivered.
Turnkey solution.
That's right. And then we're going to offer it in two different stages of kit. So there'll be a quick build kit where essentially the aeroplane is built. So the fuselage is built, the wings are built, even painted, and then it's a case of you fit it out. So you put the engine in, plumb the engine in, do the wiring, etc. And then there'll be the third option will be a genuine kit where it's all complete components, and it's a build yourself, riveted together. But the good bit about that is they use fully sort of hole match technology. So everything is pre-drilled. So it really is just a case of put it together, rivet it together, so it should be much simpler.
I mean, that's really the modern technology aspect, is that everything was put into CAD and everything's been made to be match hole. So it's not a question of small holes that have to be opened up and things jiggled around to match. It should be straight to Cleco, so the whole thing's kind of almost self-jigging, everything goes together, and so it should be a much quicker, more satisfying, less kind of jeopardy project than an all-metal aeroplane was in the past.
So talking about the turnkey solution, which is what most people want to know in terms of price, how does that compare with the other products that are on the market or coming onto the market at the moment?
So we've not absolutely bottomed the price out, but we're expecting a price of just over 100,000 plus the VAT. So it is a fair bit of money, but offers great value. And if you compare it to what else is on the market, I think it's standing very competitively in that. And it comes a lot of things are standard, like as Paul said, it's got the electric roll trim as standard, it's got electric flaps as standard, so it's priced very competitively.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Giles.
Thank you, Giles.
Right, everyone, those that don't know Paulie, here he is. Paul, what's your reaction to the Bandit? What are your thoughts?
It's tempting. It's tempting. I think it fills a gap, doesn't it? Because if what I've heard about this is true, then it is going to end up being the cheapest UK-made two-seater by some way. And it's a lovely looking thing.
What do you like about it?
I like the idea that it's not got a Rotax engine, because if you're going to be buying spare parts, you're going to be buying BMW motorbike spare part prices as opposed to aircraft spare part prices, which always seem to be like 10 times more.
What features of the aircraft have really sort of taken your Your eye? Because I see you haven't taken your eyes off it. You won't even look at the camera at the minute.
No, I don't. And the thing is, I've got to be careful. Mrs. B's over there, and if she sees me looking at this, she'll be here in a second. I'll tell you. No, it's just. I can see the design. I can see the design input that Ben's had, because that just like the side of it, the side skirt just says Flylight Trike, and I like that.
Yeah. Hand throttle.
Yeah, hand throttle, and I flew a Quantum the first time for a while, a couple of weeks ago, and I having got used to the hand throttle, I do miss it.
Yeah. Do you like the binnacle? Because that's what the main difference is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a nice tall screen. I can imagine that's going to keep the wind off your face, keep the wind out of your hair, such as it is.
So do we need to keep this part of the video secret from Mrs. B, do we?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. Okay. She doesn't watch your videos anyway, you're all right.
On that note, we'll wrap this up, but it's nice to get someone's reaction, or a friend's reaction to the aircraft that we've been working hard on. So yeah, there'll be more content later on the video, in the video about the Bandit. So Paul, thanks very much.
That's right.
A sort of drop into this video, and it's great meeting people that follow the channel. So we've got Ed and Paul here. Paul's just passed his sort of GST-esque for on Flexwing. You've been learning at Fisherwick, haven't you?
That's
so
it, yeah.
Big shout out to Dave Price. You've been flying. You've got a Quantum, haven't you?
Got a Quantum 1.5 with a 582.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in effect, now you've had to sit in the ultralight EV sub 70.
Yep.
And you've now sat in the 9. What's your immediate thoughts?
You know what, I find it more comfortable. This is so much more comfortable. The bar position is low and comfortable.
Yeah.
With a Quantum, I'd say you're up here and you're sitting upright and you just feel kind of enclosed in it and a bit claustrophobic. Perched. That's that the word. Felt
You're
very
perched on, yeah.
Where with this, like you say, sit back and you just relax.
You could do hours in this,
Because like I was saying, I was watching your videos and you make these look quite large, and when I saw it in the flesh, they look very small.
Yeah.
But now I'm in it, you just feel kind of part of it. Now I like it.
Yeah.
I could see myself converting over to these. I really can. Definitely.
It's a bit dangerous sitting in them, isn't it?
It is, because now I want to spend the money to buy one. I'm going to get rid of the 582 and then you get this. Because it's just so much nicer. Like, you can feel like you could go further in this.
What's the burn rate of your 582?
You know, it's about 12 to 15 litres an hour.
And what speed are you getting?
About 60 at most.
You're getting 60 at this at 6.
Really?
6 to 7 an hour.
See, that's better, isn't it? Because I'm having to buy 30 litres just to go down the road and back in a 582.
No, 15 litres will get me to Siwan and back from Playstays.
Yeah, there's your difference.
There's your difference.
There is your difference.
So
yeah, this is the way forward. The only thing is you can't take your mate in the back, but if you've got a mate that flies, you go together.
And there was a comment made a long time ago that people that fly single seat have got no friends, but actually it's a bit like the biker gang.
It is, yeah.
You've all got your own motorbikes,
That's
and you
it.
all go off on a ride out together.
Yeah, and you can have fun with each
And that's
other.
what Paul Batters and I do. We have more fun flying together than we do flying in the same aeroplane.
That's right, yeah. So all you can do is chat to each other.
Yeah.
But with this, you can kind of play hide and seek, you can play around a little bit, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's better, definitely a better way of doing it.
And that's why I wanted to drop this in, because a lot of people don't appreciate the joy of single seat aircraft and that why they exist. So we will be going to see the Hmel aircraft later on, or whichever part of the video that'll come in. But no, Paul, thanks for your time.
No worries, thank you.
Right everyone, and everyone knows that I have a passion for single seat deregulated. We have the amazing Hmel Ultra Cruiser stood behind us. It looks amazing in its sheet metal. I think you can paint it, can't you?
You can.
Yeah. So we have Ed from Albion Aero Services. Now, if you don't recognise this company, you won't have known about my Fly Henry. There'll be a link up here in the corner. But anyway, enough of that, because that's all working happily at the moment.
Good.
Let's talk about this beauty behind us.
Absolutely.
This is the first one in the country, isn't it, Ed?
It is, yep.
Yeah.
The first one in the country, fully built. Just got to wire up the engine.
Yeah.
Came as a kit, what we call a quick build kit. So everything you see here comes pre-drilled, pre-bent, pre-welded. So it's basically just a cleco it together and rivet. There's no major manufacturing you need to do to build it. What we've got is a half a VW engine in the front, but there is also the option for a V-twin engine if you want that.
Yeah.
Depending on what you want it to look like, really.
Yeah.
As well as if you want it in a tail dragger configuration or in a tricycle undercarriage configuration.
Oh, it comes in both, does it?
It does come in both. It's just
for those that can't quite
choice.
get a tail wheel conversion, they can go for those.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, there is that option.
So within the single-seat deregulated side of it, what sort of performance are we looking at?
So performance-wise, you're looking at a cruise of about 70 to 80, depending
Miles
on
an
how
hour.
miles an hour, depending on how quick you want to go.
Yeah.
The UK version is going to come with a 26-litre fuel tank.
Okay.
So that will give you an endurance of about 2.5 hours with reserve. Stall speed's about 32 miles an hour. Empty weight's about 120 kilograms.
Yeah.
With a current all-up weight of 260 kilograms.
So well within the 300 kilograms.
Well within. We are working with Hmel to see if we can get it up to 300 kilograms by potentially changing
So
the
it's a
spar.
260 max takeoff.
260 max takeoff at the moment,
At the
but we are
moment.
working
Okay.
towards 300.
Fixed undercarriage.
Fixed undercarriage, yep.
Yeah. So it makes it a lot lighter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is possible to get sprung undercarriage. It will add probably around 5 kilos more to the weight, but it just depends. The current undercarriage configuration works just fine as it is.
I love the kind of semi-bubble canopy, and I will have to get some shots inside the canopy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, standard instrumentation or anything special that's needed.
Nope, you can put whatever instruments you want in it as well. We've chosen to go with fly meter, like what you've got in your 9 for our engine instruments, and then we've also got an EFIS. That's basically what you need to work. Talking about the canopy, if you've got a nice summer's day, you can fly it without the canopy. You can just take it off if you want.
Yeah.
In America, that's how they do it, to keep it within their limits and their regulations.
Yeah.
But we're allowed to have it on or off, depending on how you want to fly
It's a
it.
bit chilly in our countries occasionally.
It can be, but the way when you're sat in the aircraft, you're sat quite close to being underneath the windscreen, so you don't really get much effect from the wind itself.
Now, we touched on it briefly about the fact that it's very polished.
Yes.
And obviously, if you don't want to spend the rest of your life polishing an aeroplane, although some people do love that,
Yeah.
you can have it painted. Is that can it come as the quick build painted option, or is it?
It comes purely as bare metal,
Yeah.
so it's up to the customer if they want to paint it or exactly how they want to decorate it. In America, they like to paint them up as P-51 Mustangs. So with all the stripes and the stars and bars on the side of it.
Yeah.
We've currently kept it bare, but we're looking at seeing what we want to do to it. But if you've got in a decent weight range, then yeah, you could paint the aircraft.
Whereabouts in the country are you based, if you don't know?
So we're based at Plaistows Farm, up by St Albans, between London Luton and London Heathrow Airport.
Right. So if anyone wants to get any more information about this aircraft, where can they go?
You can go to our website, albinaero.co.uk, and all the information about this aircraft, as well as our fly meter, is on there.
All right, Ed, thank you very much.
Thank
Enjoy
you very
the
much,
rest of the show.
Thank you, you too.
So everyone, and welcome to the channel, and we've actually got a little bit of a YouTube celebrity behind us.
Celebrity.
So this is Jeff, and if you haven't seen his channel, you should have by now. I'll leave a link up here in the corner, and your channel is called The Dark Lord.
Yeah, absolutely.
And which version of how that name came about are you coming with?
I'm not.
You don't know really how it came
I
about?
don't really know how it came about. It's one of those really strange things that you look back when you're younger and you assign your YouTube channel a name and you think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then once you get into your 50s, you realise it was a bad decision.
So there's it's the nicest Dark Lord I've ever met.
Yeah,
so,
I'm not very dark or
but
lordy.
I saw you last year taxiing past, and I wasn't going to prepare to run down the flight line to come and stop your aeroplane.
I would have paid to have seen that.
That would have been quite funny. But Jeff is unfortunately here this year with no aeroplane.
Yeah, it was. In fact, it was quite heartbreaking because my aircraft was actually flown in by its new owner, who absolutely loves it, which is fantastic.
Yeah. So
and,
Sam, shout out to you. Saw you yesterday. Yeah. Is it weird seeing your aeroplane in some? It's still your aeroplane, isn't it? In your heart of heart.
It's Sam's aeroplane, really, but I have to say that he's looked after it so beautifully. But every time I see it, I do feel like it's You know, it tugs on the heartstrings, but
so
I've loved
to
it.
upset you a little bit more, any more update on your aeroplane, because you've got a new aeroplane?
Yeah, it's in all of the pipeline at the moment.
Yeah.
Actually, the aircraft has been built, it's all completed, and it's sitting in a hangar in Slovakia at the moment.
Right. So hopefully there'll be new content coming out, new flying content.
I can't wait.
Can't wait to get back up in the air. You're getting itchy feet to go up flying?
All the time. I mean, every time you look out the window and there's a little bit of sunshine, you think, oh, I'm missing out. But actually, the weather might not be as good as you feel.
Yeah.
But you know, it's always FOMO, isn't it? Fear of missing out, as the youngsters say.
But he has said he wants to come and fly in a flex wing.
Yeah, I mean,
Eve won't come in a flex wing, will she?
She won't. No.
I did ask Eve yesterday if she wanted to go, and she literally it was almost as if I swore at her with the look on her face.
Can I wear my tie though?
You can wear your tie underneath a flying suit.
Underneath the flying suit. Okay, good. Yeah.
I don't think we'd be able to, unless we're in Florida. Rolled up sleeves just isn't going to work.
I don't think. No, it's not going to. It's not going to. Well, I'm excited.
Let us know in the comments if you want to see Jeff fly with in a flex wing. Because I think we're going to make it happen.
I think we'll make it happen without question.
Yeah, we'll do your hour for your logbook in a flex wing.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
So cool. Jeff, lovely to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much.
Thanks for taking 5 minutes for the channel.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, after all this time, it's nice to have caught up with you.
It's a small world. So everyone, and here we are back on the Extra stand. Now those that know the channel know what's happened to me. I actually work with the lunatics behind me. No comment. So what's happened in the last year? Lots has changed. You've been busy as ever?
Yeah, been very, very busy. Been busy manufacturing aircraft, sort of standard Delta jets to go out, and we've been busy sort of creating our latest version of the Delta jet trike, the Bandit that you see behind us here.
Yep.
Which is it's the same structure as the Delta jet, so nothing changed there, but we've replaced all of the glass fibre on it with essentially a fabric rear end that was designed by Ben Ashman to be very similar to like the PB9 design. We've created a new instrument binnacle for it and windscreen, and the idea behind it is to create a machine which is a little bit simpler, lighter, so you've got better payload, more accessible for baggage, so you can carry more bits and pieces, a little bit cheaper, and just an absolutely fabulous thing to fly. So with the Bandit, if you have it with a Rotax engine, you got 250 kilograms of payload, so 2 big people, a full tank of fuel, and of course we've got a seat weight limit of 120 kilos per seat. So, but it's a great machine to fly. It's quite new. We only finished it this week, so still got a couple of little changes to make on it. But no, we're really proud of that.
So, John, what are the main differences between the Delta jet that you see behind us and the Bandit now?
Okay, well, I think most probably notable is the hand throttle. We completely redesigned the hand throttle to go on the new Delta jet Bandit. We've made one that is cross capable between the BMW and the Rotax, so it combines the throttle and the choke for the Rotax, just the throttle obviously for the BMW being fuel injected. So that's a big part of the development process. And the other thing is we've had a look at how to really get access to the storage, make it very easy. Again, aeroplanes take it off, as you know. So there's front and rear storage. We've got a nice pod bag equivalent at the front, a zip, so in flight you can easily get access to anything that you want to just put away. And then in the rear, again, zip access, so quick and easy, undo the zip. Yeah, we're very excited about it. It's a nice looking plane, should be fun to fly, and we're looking forward to it.
It seems that Exodus have got quite a range of new stuff coming onto the market. So you've already sold lots of the Delta jet. The Bandit's now here, waiting for final tick VG from the VMEA, and the Alto as well.
Yeah, and the new Alto is new to me. I didn't go out and check to test fly, so it's great to see it on the stand, and really looking forward to doing things with it.
Exciting times ahead. Thank you, John. Much appreciated.
No problem.
Roger from Eurofox. You're based near Kent.
Near Kent.
Headcorn or Lukesfield.
Lukesfield, just a few miles from Headcorn. That's right.
So I'll put that on the screen where they're based and a bit more detail about them. So what's different from last year to this year for Eurofox?
Well, we've got lots of fancy colours this year, and we've pimped up the inside with leather seats and some covering of some of the control panels, some of the control surfaces. Sticks have been covered here.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a pimp up. We've got also long range tanks. So we fit another tank in each wing, so that gives us...
What sort of duration does that give you?
That gives us 160 litres, and at sort of 12 litres an hour you can work out you got at least sort of about 12 hours. Really.
Bigger than our bladders?
Much bigger, but people are using them to go across the oceans and stuff like that, so it's really quite nice.
Which one seems more popular? You've got the conventional way it'll start with the tail dragger, but the nose?
The tail draggers actually, I would say with 170 in the UK, probably I'd say 60% are tail draggers.
Yeah.
So it's slightly favouring the tail draggers. We have a few schools. The schools have got both, but we don't have a lot of schools. But a lot of the gliding clubs, a lot of these with the 140 horsepower engine.
They're a very good tug aircraft, aren't
They're
they?
very good tug. Yeah, very good tugs. So we've probably got about 50 tugs in the UK. Probably 20 with the new 140 horsepower, which is a bit of a beast, really.
Yeah. Are they all using the 912, or have you got the 914?
We've got the 912, 80 horsepower, 100 horsepower, 912 fuel injected, and the 915 140 fuel injected turbocharged, which is very good for tugging. As a general aircraft, it's okay, you go up at 2,000 feet a minute, but you don't need it really, you just need it for towing gliders. And it's amazing to see such a small aircraft towing a massive 30-metre wingspan glider, you know, that weighs 850 kilos. It's amazing to see it.
Yeah.
So that's our little niche in the market. There's no other aircraft here which in this category that.
And they're made.
In Slovakia, we received the kit, so it's just a shell. So it's painted.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. It's just a shell, and then we fit the engine, do all the plumbing and all the wiring. We put the panel in.
That takes most of the time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it takes us about a month to do one. So we do one a month. We do one aircraft a month. That's where we've been. People choose the colours and all that sort of stuff. So it's
and there's loads of information on your website, isn't there?
Yeah. There's lots of. I've been going 15 years now, so it's really good. So
cool.
There we go.
So if you need more information about the Eurofox, I'll leave details in the video description, or I'll leave it up here in the corner. So thank you very much for your time.
Thanks very much, Charles. Cool.
So everyone, a little bit about POPHAM, because this event wouldn't happen without those that organise it. And we've got Emily, who is the POPHAM events organiser. So how busy have you been lately?
Very busy. There's a lot goes into the events. So we probably start preparing 6 to 8 months in advance of the events. So tail end last year, we'd have been busy setting up on the website and socials, getting everyone aware of the events. Things like changing the dates for the model show that used to be in September, that's now next weekend. And this one's obviously a big date in everyone's calendar that we need to get organised with the exhibitors, traders, and make sure people are aware so they can fly in.
How many exhibitors have you got here this year?
So we have about 25 exhibitors, and the plane movements yesterday alone were 350. So
350 in a day?
Yeah. So it was a very, very busy day yesterday. The weather's not so kind today, and Sunday's a little quieter always, so not so much today, but yesterday was very, very busy.
Yeah, the aircraft we see behind us, we've got the replica Spitfire and the Shadow. That's almost a miniature spectrum of what we've got here today.
Exactly.
Yeah. Any exciting aircraft that you knew that were coming in?
So we did have a PC-12 this morning, which was cool, which wasn't a microlight at all.
That did land short,
but that was cool to see. And we had the Shark yesterday, which was a star of the show, really. That's just been passed all its certifications, so that was cool to have as well.
Working. If people want to know how to get hold of what's going on, events here, what's the best way of keeping in touch with what's going on at POPHAM?
Social media is the best. The website will always have the dates on it.
And that'll be on the screen right now.
And then we use Instagram and Facebook, and those are updated with the events and regular posts, and we like to keep people updated on all sorts that's going on through that.
I will leave them on the screen for those who want to know. Emily, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks.
Right, so hi everyone. Those that have been around the YouTube world for microlights will recognise the gentleman behind me. This is Algie, and the Flying Cub is your channel, but actually you're not here for vlogging today, are you?
No, I'm not doing any vlogging.
No cameras with you at all?
None at all. No. Very shameful.
And he really is this tall. So, Algie, what have you got behind you, and what are you representing?
Well, I'm representing TAC, the light aircraft company based in Little Storing, Norfolk. We are the development and manufacturers of the Bobcat and I've come here to for this weekend with the Bobcat prototype. We're waiting for approval from the BMAA, and this aircraft is designed primarily for a training aircraft, stroke first aircraft ownership, the occasional flyer, and we're even looking at developing it for glider towing because of its benign handling qualities. Very, very safe, and all made in the UK by the Engine and Instruments. So we make the wheels, the brakes, certified welders. We do all the tubes. The tubes are extruded in the UK, skins are made in the UK, so we've tried to make it as central to this lovely island of ours as we possibly can.
So based at Little Snoring in Norfolk.
Yes.
And what's the entry price for this?
£80,000 time.
If people want to find out a little bit more information about the aircraft, where can they go?
They can go to our website, so they just look up TAC, the Light Aircraft Company, on the web. No trouble at all, they'll find us.
Link on the screen.
Please do, yes, that'd be appreciated. And we are looking to do a bit of a tour and a go around, flying schools and things to let people have instructors have a fly at it. And if people are really interested, they can come up to us, or we'll go down to them if there's enough of them together, and they can have a clutch of the aircraft and see what they feel of it. So we're keen on people actually flying the aircraft to feel how different it is.
Algie, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for showing the aircraft.
No problem at all. It's good to see you, Lars Charles.
Cheers, take care.
Bye now.
So everyone, this is the outro for POPHAM. I hope you've enjoyed all the interviews of as many of the companies I could get here today. Now you'll see the BMAA, the British Microlight Aircraft, stall behind me. I haven't interviewed them this time, and the reason I haven't interviewed them this time, we're getting blown away, I'll try and finish before that stand gets blown away, is I want to do a more in-depth piece at the BMAA headquarters and explain to you all the people behind the scenes and interview them individually, to tell you what specifically they do within the role of keeping the organisation going. And the organisation is you, the members of the BMAA. And if you're not a member of the BMAA, please join, because it is a fantastic organisation that helps us keep our aircraft safe and fun and in the air. So this is a wrap up for the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time everybody, fly safe.
We need to be standing with cake, really, don't we? Hey, welcome to POPHAM.
Oh, that's a shot and a half, that is.
A lot of work went to that. Myself, Owen, Angela and Colin worked tirelessly for 2 years to deliver that. I have never felt the effects of sleep deprivation quite like I did that 2 week period. We were blessed with weather. I think the only 2 weeks of nice weather we got in 2024.